Well, hello and welcome to Monday. It's Monday art time. Monday art time with Ego Rabbit. I am Jesse W. Craig, aka Ego Rabbit, creator of Charisma Kill Studios and various webcomics and projects that you can find at charismakills.com, along with all our little social media dingling thingies that you can click on and follow. Ah, what's up? What's up? Oh, well, we got, it's going to be Contraflow time pretty soon, where I will be present there running playtests slash demos of Wyrd RPG, for which we're actually going to be working on a critter for today. Um, ooh, looks like the studio could use a bit of cleaning over there. There, yes, on the floor. Oh well, too late. You've seen it. I can't deny it. I don't vacuum the studio like I should. Anyway, so we're going to pick up where we last left off. If you saw the title of the thingy bobber, I'm going to pick up and work on, finish the colors on the Flesh Hound. So let's go ahead and jump right to it. Oh, I probably should. Contraflow. It's actually going to be the last Contraflow, Contraflow 10. I should take a moment to talk about that because, well, I was at the very first Contraflow. I was at them all except for Contraflow 2, and I only missed that because I was in another state and it couldn't be helped. They have always been very supportive of me and all of my projects, and, you know, I believe I owe them a lot. So, I'm not sure what the circumstances are behind Contraflow 10 being the last one, but hey, 10 is a nice round number. 10 is a decade. There are lots of conventions that don't even make it to 2, you know. So, if you happen to be in the New Orleans area, just why not go check it out? It'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure there'll be lots of partying going on if you like party. You like parties? You like parties? How about you? You like parties? You do. I know you do. I can tell you do. You look like you like parties, so you should go check that out. The website is contraflowsci-fi.org. Contraflowsci-fi.org. So swing on in there. Check it out. Oh, yeah, that's going to be on the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Yes, I believe that's it. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, someone will say so in the little chat box. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Artboard, activate. Boom. Hey, Diamond House. Yeah, it's obvious. I know you are a party animal. Party. All right. Here's where we left off on our Flesh Hound. I was putting fleshy colors on the Flesh Hound. And if you're just now joining us, you have no idea what a Flesh Hound is. They're canines that have been captured and placed into servitude and flayed of their flesh, and then the victims of their victim's flesh has been sewn onto them. So, all right, let's go ahead and get these colors in here. Let's lock down that. Oh, I believe we need to get some fingernails, claws in there. Claws. Let's go with let's swing it over into the red side, because they can be all kind of like nasty and gnarly. Let's try that. Whoopsie. Something's not right. Here we go. Boom. This is right. Whoa, what is happening here? Oh, I think I over adjusted. I was working on one of the maps earlier and the pin, I adjusted the pin tip to a different size. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some more ooey gooey redness in here. And well, Diamond, do you are there any like sci-fi hobby conventions that you attend? I know you probably have some that you occupational trade shows and stuff that you probably attend. Oh, you can't. You guys can't see it, but there's a hair on my glove, and it's aggravating the shit out of me. Excuse me. Mm. Oh no, you haven't been to me. That's a shame. There's some good ones in your area. It might be something. I mean, unless it's just something you don't do, you know. I mean, you like the sci-fi, right? The sci-fi, fantasy, horror. I don't know how often you like to go to Jersey, but there's a really cool one in Jersey that me and my wife went to many years ago when we were young, and I'm pretty sure it's still going on. I could be wrong, but the Chiller Horror Theater. That one was great. Met Dee Dee Ramone there. Didn't actually meet Dee Dee Ramone. Stood next to Dee Dee Ramone while Dee Dee Ramone was negotiating with a vendor over a collector's Robbie the Robot from Forbidden Planet. And Gore. We actually got to hang out a little bit with Gore. That was fun. There used to be pictures of that. Unfortunately, I don't know where they are. Actually, I do, but I doubt I'll ever see them again. But that's all right. We'll always have the memories of Oris Rungus and Ballsack. You know. It was really good. It was really good. Really fun little convention. Little, no, but fun, yes. All right, I'm working on the feed, so I don't know if you guys can. I know you can't see my cursor. I've tried to find a fix for that. There is no fix for that that I'm aware of. So down here on the feet, I'll blues it up there. All right. Okay, now let's get some other colors in here. Well, we'll still be doing other conventions, so um, like Pentagon, tiny chickens for toast. So, oh, I see, I see. Pensacon and Pensacola, that's a fun one. That's a fun one. And honestly, I don't even care that much to hang out at the con itself. I like the stuff that goes on there. But it's not that I hate the con. I don't hate the con. So don't take that the wrong way. Wow. But we do panels there. Like we give panels as if we were authorities on subjects that we or at least I have very little authority to speak on, but fake it quite often. Alright, so there's probably I do not know canine anatomy, so there's probably not this many veins and stuff inside of the meat of the foot. Foot meat. You got veins in foot meat. You can make spaghetti out of that. Oh, actually, last I talked to Billy about it, we were thinking of having the United Adventure Company do some panels at Pentagon, so that would be cool. All right. Well, let's put some. You know, there was another convention in your area. I don't know the name of it though, but it was in New York because I believe I was in Marlboro. I was staying in Marlboro, New York at the time when I went. But it was like the first convention that William Shatner had appeared at in like a really long time. It was like his return to conventions. This is back when he was doing Rescue 911 and crap like that. So I got to meet him, and well, I don't want to say I really didn't get to meet him. I got to sit a couple rows in front of him where he was talking. And that was cool. I squirted someone in the back of their neck with my hot dog. And no, that's not. I meant that literally, not figuratively. The whole room was sitting there ready to talk to William Shatner, right? To watch William Shatner do his thing. And you know, if you see William talk at these conventions these days, it's huge auditoriums. Like, this wasn't that big. This was like a really kind of almost, it was very kind of intimate almost setting where it was pretty. Anytime somebody could have just rushed that stage, right? And there was no security or nothing. But anyway, so I was in third row. This guy and his son were there, and they were in front of me. And I had just gotten a hot dog, right? And I was really hungry, so I sat down and I bit into my hot dog. And when I bit into my hot dog, the hot dog juices, I'm assuming that's grease, who knows, squirted out the bottom of the hot dog and hit this dude in the back of the neck. Now, this was a hot dog, right? and I saw it, and then like instinctively my mind was like, hide the evidence. So I shoved the entire fucking hot dog, everything, bun and everything, into my face. So by the time the dude turned around, there was like no fucking hot dog, but there was like some mustard residue and shit on my cheek, right? And like he looked around and he saw like the empty hot dog paper, and he was like, did your hot dog squirt me? And I was like, oh, did it? I'm sorry. Good times. Good times. Yeah, old Shatner really liked to talk. He liked to talk about. He really wanted to talk a lot about horses and Rescue 911. He really didn't give a lot of serious discussion when it came to Star Trek. And if you remember that old skit, Saturday Night Live skit that Shatner was on, where he was like, "Get a life, it's just a show." So, all right. I think that's about the time that he had stopped going to conventions, but it was so funny because he was here. Like, this is like his return, right? And there was a guy who was like, this dude was Trekkie to the hilt, man. Like he had the old red jacket, white turtleneck uniform on, and he was obviously cosplaying. Cosplay might not even been a damn thing back then, right? So he might not have been cosplaying. That was just his thing, right? He might have been that dude, right? He was so into Star Trek. And like Shatner started calling on people to, for questions and stuff. And this guy stood up and introduced himself like this crazy wild name, and he did his rank, like he was Captain so and so of the I think he called it Renegade or something like that. And he just went on with all of his credentials, and I know you can't see what I'm doing the bunny sign. His credentials and his awards, accommodations, and stuff for his career. I know we're not talking about military. We're talking about like his Starfleet credentials and stuff. And you can see Shatner's face just went like, oh shit. And oh, absolutely, respect him. So this guy was like, Captain, in so and so, I don't even remember the question. He said, can you give us some insight into why you chose to go into this tactical thing against so and so or whatever? And like Shatner was just like, it's a show. That's all I can say. It's a show. Next. Oh, crushed this dude, right? Oh my god, I can see, like, this dude's probably waiting his entire life for this moment. And just, oh, it was horrible. It kind of reminded me a lot of, I think there was a similar scene like that on Galaxy Quest. Shit. Okay, I'm going up here to the head now. To the ears, the head. I got talking about my story there. No, it was, of course, Galaxy Quest was not even near a thing at that time. My God, I don't even know if I might have been 18. I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah. Poor dude. Alright. I'm getting some detail in on these ears. Who knows? I don't know who wrote Galaxy Quest, but maybe they were there. Who knows? Maybe that was the dude that got squirted in the back of the neck with my hot dog. And he like went on to write Galaxy Quest, or and remembered that poor guy. He could have put some of the hot dog. He could have incorporated some of the hot dog squirt into it as well, but alright, up here on the ears, I'm putting some veins and little squigglies in the ears. Oh, I'm sure he did. Because you can tell he really, like I say, he really just wanted to talk about Rescue 911 and horses. He did talk about like some TJ Hooker stuff and all that, but he wasn't ignoring the Star Trek questions, but he did not spend as much time on that. Now, obviously, these people did not come to this science fiction convention to hear about Rescue 911, horses, or TJ Hooker. So, but when it came time for autographs, ooh, they packed that entire convention center. I mean, his autograph was like, it was over $100 back then. I'm not sure how much he charges now. Sherry can tell you because she works at conventions and stuff. Oh yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and get some eye action. Get some eye action going on here. I'm really not sure what year that was. I know that I was in New York. All right. I'm not sure if I got any more good convention stories. I saw, actually, me and Sherry were both present there. I'm pretty sure when there was a wrestler, a pro wrestler. I can't remember his name. He farted on a little person wrestler. Just in the convention hotel, like they were getting ready to get on the elevator. Boy, he just blew this. No, they did get on the elevator. He got on the elevator and like, he was a little person, right? And so his head was like right there in the same like time zone, altitude, whatever you want to say, of this wrestler's butt. Um, I want to say his last name might have been Valentine or something like that. I don't know, but they were talking Hart. Yeah, I guess that was it. And and he just blew this little dude away, man. He was like, "I'm sorry, bro, but I just man, that little guy just like he just came tumbling out of that elevator, man. The door didn't even get time moment to shut. He was just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Poor guy. I mean, he took one to the face, bro. I don't, it's... Oh, there's the Ernie Hudson story. Right when I decided to get into comic books, we were at New Orleans Wizard World, and we happened to be our hotel. I don't know how we managed it, but our room happened to be on like the same room as the guest, right? And Ernie Hudson, he played Winston Zedmore in Ghostbusters and several other things, of course. He was the bad guy in The Substitute. Anyway, he happened to be in the room right next to us, and my son was just a young man back then, like a really young dude, and he was a musical chap. My young son. So he was in the shower. He was having a shower. My son was, and he just started to sing. So I didn't know he was singing really loud. And I didn't know that Winston was in the next room, right? But we all happened to leave at the same time to go to the convention. We were in the elevator, and he was like, "Shit, what did he say?" He said something about, "Oh, you're that young man that was singing in this." He's embarrassed the hell out of Alex. That was great. And then Ernie was I was just entertaining the idea of doing web comics and stuff like that back then, and Ernie was like, he was like, "Oh, you're a comic artist? Are you one of the comic artists?" And I was like, "No." So I'm thinking about it, doing some research, and he was a little supportive. But then, like at the last day of the convention, like he didn't have any security or nothing. He just walked as we were getting ready to leave. He walked by, he stopped, he remembered my name, and he shook my hand and he patted me on the shoulder and he said, "Hey man, I hope your comic thing takes off." He said, "You should really pursue that." I was like, "Oh wow." So I did. I used to have a little thank you to Ernie on the old website. I guess I really need to put that back. All right, Maja eyes. Yeah, I don't remember who the little guy was. The little person was that took it to the face, man. But he was a trooper. He honestly, I'm surprised he just didn't grab that dude up and like, uh, they are wrestlers. I'm surprised they didn't like break loose hell in the elevator. I'm spending way too much time on these eyes because I know. I mean, in the end, these eyes are going to be shrunk. I mean, not shrunk, but you probably won't even be able to see them. Yeah, he's a great guy. I saw him. We saw him a couple times after that as well, because he comes to a lot of conventions in New Orleans. That he might actually live here or have a house here or lived here at the time. All right, now I'm gonna try something here. Let's see if I can get. I just want to get a little. Yeah, but Alex was. Oh, we got another good story, celebrity story involving Alex too. If you know who Dave Arneson is, Dave Arneson and Gary Gygax created Dungeons and Dragons. Gary gets all the credit for some reason, but like Dave created the first fantasy setting for Dungeons and Dragons. Blackmore. So like Dave was responsible for the fantasy elements of Dungeons and Dragons because it was just like it's kind of a tactical game back then. Just a war kind of tactical game. But anyway, back when I used to run game rooms for conventions, Dave Arson was a guest, and we met him there, and so we became real good friends. We just became acquaintances, right? And then there was another convention later on where they weren't really taking care of him. And me and Sherry, he remembered us, and me and Sherry was like, hey, we're gonna go eat. You want to come eat? So we took him out to eat. I don't remember. It was like some Red Lobster kind of thing. Actually, I don't even know what the fuck it was. It was some kind of seafood place. But He sat right next to Alex. We sat Alex in the high chair. We had Alex in the high chair, and he sat right next to Dave. And for some reason, back in those days, Alex, well, he puked a lot as a baby. I don't know why. He did. Like, he was like, you can guarantee you, this dude's gonna, little dude is gonna hurl. Anyway, so Alex can say he's in his career, in his career fandom, he has once woken Ernie Hudson up from sleep and puked on the co-creator of Dungeons and Dragons. He's got some cred there. Alex has got some gamer cred there. All right, these eyes are starting to come to now. Oh, what do you think? What do you guys think about those eyes? Should I put a few more highlights in here? Yeah, let's go. Ooh, I dig that. I dig that. I need to do something with these colors over on this. There we go. All right, I think that's enough detail on those eyes because no one would ever be able to appreciate it because it's going to be like this big in the book. So when you work on comics, you draw on the pages are actually like 11 by 17. They're huge, right? That's so you can work bigger, so you can get all the details in. But you can fall into the trap of putting too many details in because it's just going to be shrunk down to what 8.5 by 11. All right, let's get this nose in. I'm going to go ahead and leave the nose highlighted so that I can get some colors in there. Here we go. Come on. All right. Here we go. Let's get this. All right. Go ahead and do that. Let's give it a blend. Pull that dark color up. All right. Now, let's go in with highlights. That might be too much. So I might blend that in. It needs to look wet though because, well, it's nasty. So let me. That's too much. Let me add some red into that. All right, I think that'll do. Okay, let's get some color, some darker color going on that. Muzzle. See how much time we got left. All right, we still got a little bit of time. So yeah, Diamond, if you get the chance, you should go check out some comic conventions, some sci-fi comic conventions. Look for the flatulent wrestlers and listen to Shatner. If you're ever in a panel with Shatner, you want to get on his good side, I guess. Ask him about his time during Rescue 911 and ask him how his horses are doing. You never know. He may invite you out to Landry's. All right. So this should... I'm going to give this like a little red swollen, like it's kind of getting infected look to it here. I'll give it a blend. All right, and then let's put in some darker color here. Hell, if you ever want to go, hell, you can come down to Pentagon if you want. If we actually go down there as the United Venture Company, or just go down there, just come check out Pentagon. I think they're doing like an ET reunion this year, so some of the actors from ET are going to be there, and something else. What else? Who else shared? Whatever. Some other reunion. I can't remember. She told me. She keeps up with it. I will tell you this year I'm definitely going to catch the... All right, Diamond. It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Oh, all right. I'll tell you. Let's get this in here, and then I'll bring that out. I'll get this, and I'll fan it out. All right, fan this out. All right, Diamond. Yeah, I guess we'll see Saturday as playing D&D on Saturday. Oh yeah, Revenge of the Nerds reunion. That's right. All right, get that all nice and blendy-indy. Blend it in there. Now let's get some teeth. Let's get them all yellow, gnarly looking teeth, huh? Some yellow, gnarly-ish. Licking teeth. Like, this dude did not get no mill bones growing up. Ooh, I don't like that. You know, now I've got a freaking... You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to make a separate layer for the teeth. So I can do stuff to them. Alright. Let's go ahead and call it teeth. Alright, we have a teeth layer now, and we are on it. So that way I can erase little boo-boos and stuff without having to erase my colors back there. I mean, I should still try to be careful, but obviously I'm not to be careful, so. Alright. Now I'll just get the little eraser poo. And erase all those little outside the line boo-boos. Alright. Shave off those little outside the line boo-boos. Alright. Now I can lock it down, then I can put other things on it. Like let's go ahead and put like some red bloody stuff in it, you know, red bloody stuff. There you go, look at that. They're like, there's like blood soaked ivory teeth. Yummy, yummy. All right, now let's put some shines in there. All right, shines are in there. All right. Well, I'm liking that. I think that's pretty good. I believe that I am going to go ahead and put some background in there. Whoops. What layer is that on? Why is that not erasing? There we go. Let's put some background in there real fast. Just so I can try to adjust any other colors on the body. Okay, so let's go with some dirt color. Let's go with, and we'll use, let's go and use watercolor brush. Oh, but let's get it bigger. There we go. Alright, so it's going to be kind of like on a trail. Standing on a trail. Don't worry, I'm going to shape all this up. So you don't have to. No need to trip. No need to trip, yo. No need to trip. Alright. Well, let's make it a little darker brown. Up here. Let's give it a blendo. Let's see this. How you got it? Yeah, that's what I say. I need a higher. I need a larger blendo brusho. Alright. Oh, you know, if we're gonna just use atmospheric, let's see what other kind of brushes we can use here. Oils. Let's see how that will work. Oh, nice texture. Yeah, let's go with it. Let's use our oil. Use our happy little oil paintbrush. Maybe give it some. I don't think that's gonna work. Let's go with see how this. Let's see how this. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I wanted like some radial kind of lines. So I think that'll be nice. Maybe give it just a touch. Alright. And is there an oil detail brush? Let's see. Maybe so. Thick oil paint. Let's try that. Yeah, I think that's cool. It might be a little too much radial effect. All right, let's get some lighter color. Ooh, lordy. I'm looking at the view you're getting out there. That looks like a mess, doesn't it? Ooh. It doesn't look as messy to me here. Maybe just give it a little bit. I don't want to keep blending everything into just like I need some kind of somewhat hard light. So, all right, I'm going to choose another layer and try something. I'm going to try to make some grass. Well, that's not too bad. So this is what I was having. What I didn't like about the last one I did was. All right. So we'll just have where there's like patches of grass. Like this is a trail. There's patches of grass, but then there's grass all around here. How much time we got left? We got a couple minutes left. All right, let's get some darker color in there. Wow, Pretzel Rocks has got some Daft Punk-esque music going on here. All right, I'm liking that. You know, I know the dog itself is like cell shade kind of art, you know, so you can see the ink lines and stuff. But I've always liked like a etheric kind of backgrounds, you know. Let me try. I'm just gonna put some of these lighter colors in, just to, you know. All right, let me look at it from your view. I think I like that. I'm going to put some trees and stuff in there. I'll add some more grass. I'm gonna put some tree trunks, the base of some trees. Maybe put some, just a little variety of plant stuff. And I see some spots I need to touch up on the dog and around the feet. But anyway, I think that's it. Let's go to the old webcam. All right. Well, that was art time. That was Monday's art time with Ego Rabbit. It's me. I thought it was pretty fun. I was actually prepared this time. Sherry and I have a little thing going now to where she reminds me in advance if I don't think about it that I need to have something prepared, because if I come at this unprepared, I'm frustrated. It sucks. I'm gonna be grumpy, and probably 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna end up deleting the video anyway, because you know the. But I was prepared. I knew what I was doing. Excuse me. I gotta get a little sip of agua here. All right. Well, we'll be back Wednesday. Maybe I'll work on the dog some. Get a little advanced, get a little further along on that. But I have so much other stuff to do. I'm not sure. Matter of fact, I need to get the dog and the fish people monsters from prior streams done. I need to get them done before Contraflow, and this is actually the only time that I've actually worked on them is these few streams that they've been in. So, and I've got a lot of maps to finish as well. I thought about maybe just recording, doing some of the maps and time lapse in them, and go ahead and putting those as like YouTube exclusive content. So, which reminds me, you can always see edited versions of these streams on the YouTube channel, which is Charisma Kills TV. Sherry goes through and puts all the words and things like that in there that appear on the screen. So cuts out a lot of the oohs and the ahs and the dead air and stuff. So, you know, like that. She'll probably cut that out. So, oh, you can always catch us, United Adventure Company on YouTube. There are recorded test plays of Wyrd there. You can check that out if you're interested. There's all, we also play D&D and Call of Cthulhu. Not so much Call of Cthulhu, but Delta Green. There's a lot of Delta Green. There's some Call of Cthulhu too. Other games. Halloween's coming up, so we're gonna have Halloween games. At least I'm sure we will. I have a couple. I like to do a Ghostbusters game on Halloween. Did that last year, and that was pretty fun. Actually did Ghostbusters for Christmas as well. That was good. That was fun. Yeah, and don't forget, if you're in the area, if you want to check out the last Contraflow 10 in New Orleans, come check it out. If you want to play Wyrd, I'll be there. That's the 7th, 8th, and 9th, and the 9th is actually my birthday, which I almost totally forgot about until I just said 7th, 8th, and 9th. And you can see them at contraflowsci-fi.org. Everything there you can see. So I believe that's it. If that's not it, I'm sure words will appear right about here or down here, reminding you or letting you know things that I forgot. All right, let's not prolong it. Hugs and kisses. We're out of here.